Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Outer Wilds. This is episode 8, I think. If you haven't seen the others, you should probably watch them first. In the last one, we went on the interloper. Apparently, there's more there. So, let's go check that out. I've been trying to work up the courage today to go back to Dark Bramble. We'll see if I can muster up the courage. Now that I'm here, I'm thinking that maybe the reason it says there's more to explore is because I can call it back to Embertwin, allegedly. So I'm thinking perhaps there's actually not anything to do here, but we'll see. I'm not really seeing anything, I'm gonna be completely honest. Come back, please. I think I'm dead. Wait, my ship isn't on... Wait. It flung my ship. That's so toxic. It's looking like a reset. Okay, let's see if we can find the gravity cannon on Embertwin. And we're gonna try and call back the interloper shuttle, I guess. So, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Alright, cool. What is all this then? I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in this star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Alright. This game is, it's rather somber. I don't know. Have you guys noticed that? I've noticed that. Okay, so this launches... Why did it just abruptly change lightings? Oh! I did not think that's how that worked. Wait, let me back. Okay. Everything's fine. So, does this, like, shoot at the interloper? I don't understand the gravity cannons, man. Let's go look at the ship log real quick. Okay, they took my ship again. You're joking. Was there anything else I can do in this? Like just go into the sun. What if I just let it go? Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, it looks like we got these two things, but we did hear about that fissure in the ice, which is funny because last episode I was like, oh, does this go downward? But I guess I just wasn't looking in the right spot. So let's go back to the interloper again. That was autopilot, by the way. Alright. Well, hopefully we won't be needing this again. A fissure on somewhere. Are you a fissure? Maybe it's only when it's like near the sun. It has to like melt. Yeah. That could be it. Is this game cool enough to where it'll like pay attention to how close this is to the sun and like melt accordingly? Because that would be pretty cool. We will wait here and see. Oh! Yo! I'm being eaten. We're going down a slide. This reminds me of a Mario Kart level. That's ghost matter. Interesting. Okay. Are you dangerous? Okay. It seems like it sucks you in. It wants to suck your blood. So that's where I came in. We agree on that. Are you safe? I don't see any hazard. Oh, that's hazard. Is that hazard? Well, I guess we read first. This is from Pi. I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crest. Whatever it is must lie somewhere below, closer to the comet's center, and I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if you continue any deeper. Keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy readings. I understand, but be cautious, both of you. Alright, well, I feel like I was cautious. I was sufficiently cautious. And we're pretty sure that I'm not going to die in here, so I will take that. Are you dangerous? That's bad. I'm just in a dead end now? Can I go back? I think I can. This one, please. Okay. Boom. How dangerous? That's a hazard. What about you? That's also a hazard. Interesting. Yeah. What if I just avoid it? I don't want to come back here, though. I feel like dying's gonna be annoying. That's for sure gonna kill me. Like, we agree on that, right? So, like, I've been right there. What if I, like, shoot it? I don't know. I was gonna say differently, but, like, it just goes to the same... I feel like I'm at a little bit of a dead end here. Oh wait, did I even check this one? No, cause yeah, the 4 tunnels, yeah. Yeah. And then there's this one, which is instantly hazard. What if maybe this is the angle? Oh, but you're... What? I feel like I need to just send it. But do we go the left or the right? Maybe I will have a chance to evade certain death. That's all we can hope for. I feel like this one might be better. Oh! We're fine. It's like I'm on drugs, though. Okay. Wait, I just went back out the front. Alright, let's go in this one and pray. We will hope for the best. Oh, those both go through. Okay. I get it now. So let's go back through here. Does that just go to the same? But that, okay, that would have been really bad. So all signs seem to point to this being the correct way to go, which is concerning, first and foremost. Mainly because that's all hazardous. I guess we just... Hang on. If I, like, send it straight through, then I'm fine. Then I'm fine. Then I'm not fine. I think I can be fine, though, so we'll come back. How does heat work in space? Because, like, there's no air for the heat to go to, yeah? Like, if something's hot in space, does it just stay hot forever? How does that work? Because, like, it has to... Yeah, I don't... I feel like an idiot asking this, but I hadn't really thought about it till now. Alright. Let's get to this core. What? You're joking. I'm wondering if maybe there's a specific spot I need to be dropping down. Because I've died like 3 times now. And I feel like most of those were avoidable. That's just the whole thing though. What if I'm going really fast? Hazard. I feel like I don't have a different idea. Alright. We go up. And we slam it down. Like, there's no way that kills me. It's just instant death? Like, come on. I'm getting rather frustrated with this. I'm gonna go try to do that thing I was doing last episode, where I move the Black Hole Forge, because it seems like a much lower stakes situation. Maybe I won't get tilted. Okay. Black Hole Forge goes up. Yes. Yes. Moment of truth, baby. Come on. Yes, sir. Let's get off this thing. Okay, I need to be very careful not to fall off this time, because I did that last time. Very not interested in doing that. Okay, I arrived slightly before leaving. Very cool. Black Hole Forge. There it is, baby. The Black Hole Forge. We're upside down right now, by the way. We'll worry about that in a second. Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. Okay. Ooh. Corpses. No, why are you holding a thing? What is that? Hello? Oh, don't tell me you're exploding. I still need to do things here. Where am I taking this first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? Wait, what? All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin to the black hole core. Oh, they're the little diamond things. Okay. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he is familiar with them. Cool. Get that out of here. Disgusting. A red scroll. Gross. It's like a used Band-Aid. Give me a new one. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. Seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. So one of them's not lined up, but maybe it kind of is? Oh my gosh, we can literally see the alignment. If it aligns, is that significant for us right now? Oh, that's a whole thing. Okay. Regarding the warp towers in Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? We don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Okay. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke. Sure, okay, so one of them's out of line. And we're not going to stand for that. Is this going to be a new thing or something I've seen before? I feel like I've seen both of the twins' projection stones. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished. If my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. Okay, so the important bit of that, obviously, there's one on in the core. I don't know if we knew that already. Maybe we did, but you know, we need to get into here, right? The game keeps telling us this. The game has done nothing but tell us that we need to get into that core, which is fine, which is great. You know, that's something I've been wanting to do. Maybe as much as the next person. Also, our ship is 16 kilometers away, so we better make sure that we're completely done here. It looks like that's all we need from here. I'm gonna like look around this general area, because this, as far as I understand, I can only get to here through the warp gate. So I want to make sure that I don't have to do that any more than necessary. But I think it's just this. Question mark. Exit to surface. Okay, this is where it's broken. Oh no, it's just the right. Okay, well, yeah. All right, we're gonna reset and check the ship log. All right, what do we got here? Black hole forge. Alignment angle diagram. So a warp core exists. One of them's out of line, it sounds like. I don't know what that means exactly. It said that if we go to the high energy lab again, that we can know each tower's like something. Okay, I'm gonna give finding the vessel another try. It's a normal Outer Wilds episode when I am scatterbrained. And man, I want to get eaten by an anglerfish right now. Into the belly of the beast. Maybe not that fast, but... Oh, I forgot that I don't like this. Shoot. Yeah. Minor detail. I guess if there's ever an anglerfish, we just back out. Yeah. Is there one in here? Man, I don't like it. I don't love it. Oh no! Oh no, that's not good. I feel like all the portals in Dark Bramble are secretly... I think they might be the same thing. I feel like that's what the game was wanting to tell me. Whenever I shoot my scout into one of the small brambles, it's always the big bramble. So that leads me to believe that it's all just like one giant thing and not like it's several separate ones, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But then again, when I'm in the beginning thing, like when I first go in, I feel like there's a lot less anglerfish, and that can't be like a coincidence. It's usually in like the second ones. So that one's like a ton. I've been in this one before, and it was like not... Like, why is there so many? Is this all anglerfish? What if I like launch my scout? Is that helpful? Hang on. Maybe I'm cooking. If I could snipe those holes, like I did to your mom last night, perhaps. I'm gonna just go out there because it doesn't look like there's any anglerfish, he says hesitantly. Now what's in this one? That one's 2. I feel like 2 is a bad amount. I don't know why. If it's like a lot, it's like there's no way they're all anglerfish. But if it's like 1 or 2, it's like there's no way not one of these at least is anglerfish. So that's kind of where I'm at. Okay, now that's very strange. Let's go in hesitantly. Are you anglerfish? Oh, hi. I found one with the camera. So it seems like he's hiding in that bottom left area. So I think I can just go to that other one and be fine. But I mean, I guess there's really only one way to find out. Let's do it. This is another 2. Is this the same one? Wait, was that same fish? Is this like Boo's Haunted Mansion? I feel like since the only thing I have to go off of when I go into one of these is how many dots are in it, that if it's dots, it's actually the same amount of dots. If that makes sense. Like, if I see 2 dots, I should assume I'm going to the same place. Seems like the answer is no. I think this one's kind of a dead end. That's my hypothesis. Alright, back in we go. Like, surely it's the red, right? It's like telling us that that's the vessel, you know? And that's so many things. Maybe the red one is the same as the starting one. Yeah. Oh, hi. I can't back out very fast. Hello. Please go away. Thank you. Red one's not the starting one. I've decided. So that was just immediately on red. But like, we can't assume that there's nothing in there just because there's danger. If anything, that's a good indicator that there's probably something in there, right? Because, well, you know, just principle. And the, como se dice, the anglerfish cave was telling us that the kids were playing a game where they snuck past. Oh, that's definitely a fish over there. You see that? What is in you? That's a weird one. 1 red and 2 white. Doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Oh. What? I don't know if I've made it clear yet, but I'm using the ship's scout to determine where everything, and I'm taking 1,000 pictures to determine where everything is, because it's helping me not die. Alright, well let's head on into this thing. Whatever it is. A vessel, perhaps? Oh, but we don't like that one. The red one's bad usually, yeah? Oh, yeah, that was instantly. Okay, so... Are you bad? You're bad. So... Are you bad? You are bad. Why are you all bad? Fuck. That scared the shit out of me. Is this the center of Dark Bramble? Oh my lord. I just realized what I'm looking at. Ugh. Hang on. You guys seeing that? What if that's the same guy? Like, just split over and over again? Wait, I don't like this at all. Hello. These poor folk. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the 2 beacons from the vessel to this place, but now we can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now. The vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed, yet the opening is too small for even a single nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. That's what you think. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. Okay. It looks like maybe the real vessel was the friends we made along the way. Yeah? Gosh dang it. I thought all my problems were gonna go away. I don't like being here. So the vessel's in here? Oh. Wait, that's the vessel. Yeah? Please tell me that's all I have to do in this forsaken place. I feel like I could find it eventually, yeah? Because every other place that was in like a tiny seed existed. Like, it's a duplicate signal, so it's in here, yeah? Wait. Hang on. What if I used the scout to just take me to the other signal? That's probably exactly what it wants me to do. Gosh, I hope I don't die there. Well, hang on. Is this right where we want to be? Or no? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Let's go over there and not die. It's a dual Dual action mission. Don't these silly guys know that they can just go to the duplicate signal? And that there's not going to be something here to kill me? Please.
Dude, that's instantly. It was instantly. You didn't even give me a chance to look.
Toxic. We knew we didn't want the red one either. I got baited. That's definitely enough dark brambling for now. Let's see if there's anything else that I would like to do this episode. Maybe the way to get in is like somewhere else entirely, because dark bramble seeds are like everywhere. This is a vain hope, I know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go back, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I feel like I'm just at several dead ends at once. I guess I'm gonna keep looking around the Hanging City, because I never did finish that. Oh! Wait, I trolled. Actually clutch. Holy. Have I seen this? I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis: this will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor, and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system, and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. That's not really, too important, is it? Considering it didn't update the ship log. Imagine someone read your entire life's diary, and it didn't update the ship's log. Something to think about. What is this? Oh my gosh. Is there a secret little entrance? That's crazy. The Hanging City has of course it has a secret entrance. Oh my gosh. Of course there's a waterfall involved. Why would there not be? That's so cool. I'm so upset. I think I'm almost done with the Hanging City too. I fear we will not be using this much more. Or at all, maybe. I don't know. Is this a classroom? Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. At some festival, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance too, like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan is a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. Hang on. A single festival could last a long, long time. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. Okay. And I'm supposed to care why exactly? Did that update the ship log? Didn't think so. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. Is this the Big Bang Theory? As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Conway tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. That's kind of an assumption. Nothing's updating the ship's log, so I'm not very happy about that. The whole universe was in a hot, dense state. I feel like I should maybe check out the Eye Shrine District. Something I keep hearing about. Rather something I've heard nothing about, but I saw the sign. Very cool. If I had $1 for every dead Nomai skeleton that was laying around, I imagine I'd have a few dollars. I could pay someone to bring them back. Oh, hello. I imagine I've been hard on Poke again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through sharing, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. Always apologize through a proxy. And then you can backpedal. Do everything through a proxy. And then you can go, I didn't say that. That's not what I meant. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. We're always supposing about the eye. Why don't we be about the eye? The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. Dude. Show me the eye already. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose, dude, okay, if I have to see another suppose, the early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. I mean, we've seen that. Suppose, what is the eye's signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. Signals a call. Were we the intended audience? Guys, we've already been over this. I'm the intended audience. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system. The signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal on our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Oh, I've been entering. My mind is open. My mind's so open that I needed a neon sign right on my forehead, just so people would know what I'm about. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species. It might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great, deep meaning. Yeah, you don't need to be assuming that. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. The eye might not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. Thank you. Finally, someone's saying the reasonable things. We don't know anything about this eye. Alright. We don't know the eye's parents. We don't know where the eye goes to church. We don't even know what the eye's sexual orientation is. Its favorite color. I mean, that one should be an easy one. If you were the eye of the universe, what favorite color would yours be? Let me know in the comments. Inshallah, I can make it back to the ship before the ship gets swallowed by the you know. Okay, we are back on the ship. Hanging City is done. Let's go, dude. That's beautiful. Okay. That'll be all for this episode. Our ship log is looking delicious. There are very few asterisks. Just makes you wonder, you know, how much more is there left, right? I have no idea. Regardless, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. See you later.